Hi everyone, if you want to learn how to wave your hair with straighteners just like this, then please make sure to keep watching. Hi everyone, back with another voiceover on my waves. So I'm just going to show you through the products that I'd used before I blow dried my hair. So first I started with the Milkshake Leave-In Conditioner, which smells insane, the JOICO K-PAK Liquid Reconstructor and Morrocan Oil. Make sure you've got 2 grips just to make it easier for yourself and to keep your sections nice and neat. Half your hair and take one side away. We're going to leave that side out for the time being. Keep your sections nice and neat. Get that up and then get your bottom section. So I've got the Cloud9 straighteners, medium size. So I'm going in with the straighteners facing down, right? So this is how you're going to get a wave. So then you're just going to be slow. And then you're just going to feed the hair through the other side. When you've done the wave, you just curl it around your finger, flip it to the back. Keep your sections nice and neat. You're going to do it around, flip the hair around, and then keep hold of the hair on the other side because you're going to keep your sections nice and controlled. It's when it gets a bit messy, when people lose the patience. So you're going to keep it nice and neat. So you're just going to flip them waves to the back whilst you start your new section. So keep it nice and neat. So then you're going to go in, straighteners, straight up, put it in, twist it round, flip the hair, grab it on the other side so it's not going to fall out the plate. Because as soon as the hair falls out the heat plate, obviously, it's not going to wave. And then you see how I just whiz it through literally the ends. So I don't do it. If I was to do it all the way through the ends, you're going to come out with more of a curl. However, I don't want a curl in this video. It's not a curling tutorial. It's waves. So flip the hair around, feed it through, hold it onto the other side and keep it nice and controlled. And then bring it down. Also, I'm not clumping the hair too hard on the straighteners, too hard onto the hair, because the more you do that, the more it's going to jolt for you and the more you're going to get stressed. Because let's face it, you get stressed when doing this, don't you? As soon as you've done the wave, you're going to twirl it in the way that the wave's going, and then you're not going to brush it yet, because we are going to do that yet, but not yet. So then you're just going to keep going, keep the hair nice and in section so it doesn't come out at all. Twist it round, flip it to the back, start the new one. Put it in, twist it round. These straighteners are actually 2 years old. So people are like, oh, my straighteners are over a year old. Maybe that's why they're jolting. You're just jolting them because you're holding them on too tight, basically. And obviously, the tighter you hold them on, the more you calm them down, the more heat it's going to put on your hair and the more it's going to damage your hair. So you just need to literally glide it just so it's got enough heat to wave. Oh, got my fingers stuck there. So we're already on the top section. So you see I'm flying through it. And one day you will be able to get to this point where you'll absolutely fly through it. And you'll grasp as well how big to take your sections. So I don't take them any wider than the heated plate on my straightener. So then it's just going to stay in there. So then you're not going too big, you're not going too thick. And I'm taking them all similar kind of size, because then that means all my waves are going to be similar tightness. I can't think of the word then. They're going to be similar tightness. So then around the face again, just do that. Flip it round, flip it through, twist it round, and then leave it. So we're going to leave all this side whilst we do the other side. So we're not going to wave, we're not going to comb it out or brush it out yet. And then we're going to get onto the other side. So get that bit around the other side, so then you're going to keep your section still nice and neat, even though we're onto the second half of the head. So you see the straighteners are never to the side. They're always facing down or the other way around. So halfway through this section, I do, because I am right-handed, you'll see when I come to it, I do flip the straighteners up so they're facing down, whereas they're facing up here. So then it just, whatever's easiest for you. I don't, as long as you can get it whichever way, that's all that matters. But this is the way that I do my bottom sections on my left side, because it is slightly more complicated because I am right-handed. So yeah, so we're still going up. So you'll see, I'm sure it's on my next section, I go down, which might be easier for some people. It depends what handed you are. Obviously, if you're left-handed, the left-hand side is going to be a lot easier. Vice versa, I'm right-handed. My fingers are all tangled. And then just put it to the back. So the reason why I'm not touching them too much once, yes, so here. So I'm going down, just because I'm coming up higher. Whereas if, obviously, if you can tell that I'm going to go down on them bottom sections, my hand's literally going to, it's not going to reach, my arm's not long enough. But see what you fancy. So yeah, the reason why I'm not touching them straight away as well is I'm twirling them the way they want and leaving them because they need to cool down. And obviously, if you start playing with them, you're going to cool them down whilst you're brushing, if that makes sense. So the heat isn't going to last in the wave because you've already brushed it out. You've already brushed the heat out, whereas you need it to cool down to set. So I'm just going to go through this bit. I'm sure this bit I do pretty much most of it in fast because I'd like to think you've grasped an idea of it. But all I can tell you is keep your sections nice and neat, keep it within the plate, twirl it round and leave them once you're done. Like if any of you see them bits there where they are a bit straighter, you can just go over them, but don't go over as well. If you're not happy with it, leave it to fully cool down before you go over it. Don't just go over it straight away because you just heated it, so you're only going to damage it. It's not even going to wave. Right, perfect. So, my orange hands appear once again. Going in with a tiny bit of Moroccan oil, literally a tiny bit. You don't want to go too much. My hair can be quite thick, so I can take the Moroccan oil. However, my fine hair types, the Wella Oil Reflections is amazing, or the Olaplex Bonding Oil. And then I'm just going to go in. I think this is a Denman comb, which you can get most places, Amazon, Sally's. And I'm just literally brushing through now that the waves have cooled down a bit more. And my hair, I have got quite thick hair, so I can literally comb and it'll last. My waves do last until I next wash them. However, people with finer hair types, this may not last as long. However, I do find straighteners last the longest through wands, everything like that. That's why I'm obsessed with doing it with the straighteners. So these are my waves with the straighteners. So I have used the Cloud9 medium irons, and I have just done, if you've noticed as well, one half of the head away from the face and the other half the other way. Perfect. Thank you for watching, guys. See you later.